tight ship over there. How hard would it be, do you think, playing for that strict Patriots sort of underneath that umbrella compared to the environment you get to play in Philadelphia?
I mean, I've done it in college. Bob Stoops ran a tight ship. When we were there, there's really no horseplay, no playing around, all the business. So I've been there. I've been in both environments. We won. We didn't win the championship, but we won. I can say with Doug, one of his main messages for every game is let your personality show. And I think when you're having fun, you have happy, productive players. Our coaches like to say that a lot. You can win. And my whole deal is that, you know, the Patriot way, their formula isn't necessarily how you're supposed to win a Super Bowl. Is that how, you know, Pete Carroll won it a different way. Coaches have won it a different way a lot. So what I'm trying to say is we did it our way, and there's more ways to skin a cat. That's what we say in East Texas. So that's all I was trying to get across.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, just tell me more what your way is. Like, what was that way? It was just being yourself? Like, what kind of ship did Doug run?
When we practice hard. It's serious. It's real serious. But at the same time, we're going to have fun. We're going to joke around. I'm not going to be going to a miserable workplace. I love going to work every day. When we go in that meeting room, we're going to watch film. There's going to be plays where, you know, I get busted up, somebody else gets busted up, we're going to laugh, or you're going to get humbled. Yeah. And I just feel like that just grows everybody closer. Not everybody's walking on eggshells, not everybody's tense. And I just feel like that allows you to be the best version of yourself.
The system that they have in Philadelphia, there's more players. If you're talking about there's 1,700 players can play in the NFL, there's more players that can play under that system that can play under the New England way. Now, I'm just going to tell you, Lane Johnson, if something would happen to Philadelphia, Bill Belichick said, listen, I'm getting ready to move you to left tackle. I'm getting ready to have you, I need you, hypothetically, I need you to protect Tom Brady's backside. Lane said, no problem. You give me the right amount of money, I will come up there. I got the right attitude. I'm not saying he wants to leave and everything, because guys can adapt. But more veteran players, and because of what he went through in college with Bob Stoops, you can't tell Lane he can't play in no type of system, but there's just more players that what they do in Philadelphia, it fits more of the football personality compared to what they do in the football laboratory at New England.
I was just saying it was taken out of context. I didn't have enough words to explain what I'm explaining right now. In college, it was very, you know, routine. If you're late, you know, you get disciplined, and that's how it was. I mean, it's very similar to what New England does, kind of a no BS policy. Right. So I've been there. So I've been on both sides, and like you said, as you get older, it's all about being able to adapt.
Listen, no one can argue that the Patriot way hasn't worked for them, but I have seen a lot of different teams try to adapt it. And it has not worked there. And I saw the Kansas City Chiefs bring in Scott Pioli, bring in Charlie Weiss. We're going to run the Patriot way, and it blew up on them. I saw Bill O'Brien in Houston for a long time. We're going to run the Patriot way. And it was not successful until, by the way, it looked like it was going to be successful when they got a quarterback. Go ahead, Steve.
And also Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin had a way a lot like Belichick. He realized, man, that system is not going to work with these current players. So it works because of Belichick. But the other coaches that have come under them and tried to implement it, it has not worked. And I don't believe that Matt Patricia in Detroit is going to run that same type of system.
And here's the reason that I know people give me a hard time because I picked against you guys basically all year long. You gave me a hard time. Your former teammate Trey Burton gave me a hard time. The Eagles' damn social media account did on the day of your parade.
Well, bury the hatchet. Right.
Okay, appreciate that. If Lane Johnson says we're good, then we're good now.
Yeah, but he said he was burying it in your forehead.
But I really hope you guys have sustained success. And the reason is exactly what you're talking about. It's a copycat league. And the Patriots were the paragon of success in this league for so long that a lot of teams, I think, put a disproportionate impact on the Patriot way, as opposed to a big part of their success is the coach and the quarterback. Like
number 12.
Number 12. Like a lot of teams, would Tom Brady be successful under Doug Peterson? I think he probably would. Like, so if you guys have sustained success, then I think teams might say, oh, so this whole idea of having to coach guys up about what they're going to say to the media, not that important. This idea that everything has to be, you bring up college. I don't mind coaches treating college kids a certain way. But when we're talking about grown men, so like I think that way, if you guys succeed, continue to succeed, I should say, it can permeate throughout the league to a degree.
Yeah, I think this game is always evolving. Like you saw Bear Bryant, the Junction Boys. Hell, you know, tougher is better. You know, the first season at A&M, where they go, they almost lost every game. So There's more. There's more. There's multiple recipes to success. Is all I'm trying to say. Can we sustain? We'll see. But I think, as far as moving forward, we're going to keep doing us and see where it plays out. It's worked out so far.
Lane, why do you think the Patriots are so successful? They're coming into this year as the favorites in the AFC. They have a quarterback who's 142 years old.
Yep.
Gronk, who you don't know if he's going to make it through the season. That's kind of about it as far as big-time weapons. And Bill Belichick. And everyone says, well, they're going to win because they always win in the Patriot way, and then they leave it at that. Why are they so good?
Because of the 142-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
That's why. What I saw in the Super Bowl, what I saw over the years, it doesn't matter how good of a pass rush you have. He's going to get the ball out quick. He's going to take away your strengths. That's what he's been doing his whole career. What I do admire about Tom Brady is he was drafted, 6th or 7th round.
Yep.
Came up to where he is now. I respect that factor about him. And, he's obviously going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. So that's something I could take away from him.
When you talk about Brady, a moment of honesty here. When they get the ball back down 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Which is what?
They're going to go score and win this game.
And that's not an indictment on your defense.
No.
That's about the player.
That's just what I was seeing, the whole game.
And it's the same way that we felt when Joe Montana was playing. All the great quarterbacks, especially those two right there, if they get the ball, because you've seen it so many times on TV, and now you're part of the movie. And
That's what I felt like I was in the movie. I was in the movie. That's what I felt like. I'm on the bench looking at Brandon Brooks and Kel, so here we go.
Right.
And luckily, Brandon got that strip sack, and, they had the Hail Mary that, that wasn't good. So it could have, definitely could have went in their favor.
What's the feeling on the strip sack? Because you're feeling what I'm feeling, which is they're going to do it again. These guys are somehow going to do it again, and then you see the ball come out of Brady's hands, and you guys have it.
I'm going nuts. It was like, finally, there's something is going right for this city, and that's just the whole team felt that.
All right, we got the schedule here. Take a look at this right off of. Is that the Eagles?
Yeah, there you go. I highlighted it.
Is there a matchup on there? Is there a team on there that you think will give you the most trouble?
Or do you focus more on your exact matchup? Because that's what he was saying during the break.
I really focus on my exact matchup.
Also, let's not forget now. He told you he hadn't looked at the schedule. Now, I know we have this big schedule review and everything. Hey, man, the schedule's coming up. Now, we got one of the best linemen in all of football. I told y'all he hadn't looked at it.
Yeah.
So the schedule might be blown a little out of proportion.
That's fair enough,
Yep.
but it's fun for guys that don't actually get to play in the game.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Atlanta, I'll have Vic Beasley, who was, all-pro a couple years ago. Tampa Bay, I'll have Jason Pierre-Paul, who I've been playing with the Giants. Indianapolis, not sure. Tennessee, they have Arakpo. Minnesota, they'll have Daniil Hunter. They'll have Everson Griffin. New York Giants, they'll have Olivier Vernon. Not sure.
This is without even. This is looking at it for 8 seconds.
You mentioned
Jacksonville has a very good front. The Rams are going to have a very good front, especially interior. It's going to be a lot of work for the guys.
You're a lot like a wide receiver. He looks at the DBs he's going against.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, it's weird because left tackle, obviously, Lawrence Taylor changed the importance of left tackle position. There's the great book, Blindside. I get it. But in today's NFL, we were talking about this off the air, the best rushers are typically left defensive ends. So they're going up against you. Like, you're dealing with the toughest.
It was the change in football. Football realized they're putting the best players, the best athlete at the left tackle. So defensively, they said, we're going to put our best rusher on our left side, who traditionally will be going against a weaker player. That's why Philadelphia went after Lane Johnson and got him to go opposite of Jason Peters.
It seemed like the right side was seen more as a power side back in the early days. But now I'm just saying, you look up at the pass rushers I'm going against, and not just me, it's all the right tackles. It's not easy, and if they think it's easy, come over there and get some of this work. And so that's all I'm trying to say. And that's really it's the truth.
And you want to remake the image of the position to a degree. I don't want to misquote you, but like when we talk about offensive linemen, it's almost like we talk about left tackles and then the rest of the offensive line. Yeah. You hope your play and what you can do can change that to a degree?
I hope so. I just hope people become more educated on what the NFL has evolved to and what the offensive linemen are going through now. It's not just the left side. It's everybody's getting a taste of poison every Sunday, and that's how it is. And it's getting tougher. I mean, these guys are freaks coming off the edge. They have DB-like speed. That's why Von Miller's doing what he's doing. That's why Aaron Donald's doing what he's doing inside. And, it's only getting tougher for us.
It also lets you know the Philadelphia, what they're going to try to duplicate, where teams are, they're going to put it out there. You got to have 2 great tackles, at least. And typically, most great offensive lines have 3 tackles. They move a tackle into guard. And that's what you see what they have with Peters and Lane Johnson for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have 2 great bookends. There's no left tackle and right tackle for that team.
And one point you've made, I want your opinion on this before you go. You've said a lot that the way you put it, God made more people that can rush the passer than protect the quarterback.
Yes.
That there are just more, there are more physical freaks out there that can do D-line rushing stuff. You guys got 7 of them on your team than guys who can do what you do. Do you think that's accurate, that there's just more great D linemen in the league than great offensive?
It's so hard to scout an offensive lineman. You think you have a for sure pick, and then you go and look at these past drafts, and a lot of them are what do you perceive bust. It's hard. It's very hard. And like I was telling him earlier, a lot of what they're doing now is getting ex-tight ends, ex-guys with extreme feet. Some guys are getting basketball. You know, I look at DeMar Dotson with Tampa Bay. He's 6'9", ex-basketball player, has length, has that leverage on these guys, reach, and that's what they're looking for, and that's how the game's evolved.
Lane, enjoy the rest of your offseason. Take it in.
Thank
Give
you.
high fives to everybody in Philadelphia.
You want to come back
Good
before
people.
the season?